Who am I? It's a question we've all asked at some point in our lives. The answer, we assume, lies in our memories, our thoughts, our experiences, everything that makes up what we call the self. But what if I told you that the self, as you know it, may not be real? Welcome to the Silent Awakening. Today, we dive deep into the nature of consciousness and the possibility that our individual identity may be an illusion, and that we are all connected through a single, shared consciousness. The concept of the self. Most of us take the concept of self for granted. We identify with our bodies, our thoughts, our memories. But who or what is experiencing all of this? Is it really you? According to Eastern philosophies like Buddhism and Advaita Vedanta, the self is nothing more than a mental construct, an illusion created by the mind. Let's start by looking at this concept of the self from two perspectives. Philosophical perspective. The idea of anatta in Buddhism teaches that there is no permanent, unchanging self. The I is just a collection of thoughts and sensations that come and go, yet we cling to it as though it's real. Neuroscientific perspective. Modern neuroscience suggests that what we perceive as the self is actually the result of complex neural processes. The brain constantly creates a narrative to explain our experiences, but that narrative isn't who we are. The illusion of the ego. The ego is what tells us, I am separate from the world around me, but if we look closely, we find that the boundaries of this self are not as clear as we thought. Consider meditation or states of deep flow where the ego seems to dissolve. In these moments, there is no sense of self, only pure awareness. The ego is revealed to be a temporary construct, fragile and fleeting. But if the ego isn't real, what is left? This is where the idea of non-duality comes into play. Non-duality suggests that the division between me and the world is artificial. There is no separation, just one universal shared consciousness. Could this be our true nature?